The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. King in, you're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors playing against the New York Knicks. For New York, the season hasn't started the way they had expected it to and have come up against some very difficult matchups. Still plenty of time, of course, to make adjustments, and tonight's game will be another opportunity to try to build that confidence this team needs. And an extra minute here. Shaq, one of the most exciting moves to watch in basketball, a slashing drive to the rim. Who would you say are the league's best slashers?
I'm going to be quick because I'm not really a guard. I know Kenny probably has a couple things to say. Let me go with Russell Westbrook, freak athlete, attack mentally. Monte Ellis, elite quickness, terrific touch around the rim. James Harden, strength, aggressiveness, ability to draw contact. Tyreek Evans, that's his whole game.
Wow. I thought you weren't going to – how'd you come up that quickly with those guys?
Because I'm trying to give you time to talk, baby.
Man, so I'm going to slow it down. I would say, man, league MVPs, obviously. Durant and LeBron, those guys, with their mobility and height, LeBron James is like a bullet train, so it's almost impossible to stop him. So I'll end it there, man, but that was quick. Who'd you say?
Russell Westbrook, Monte Ellis, James Harden, and Tyreek Evans.
Wow. Huh. It's impressive.
Quite the list. Thanks for joining us.
How did he act like he knew the question you were asking?
We go courtside with Kevin Harlan for the call. Somebody was feeding him the answers.
It's an Eastern Conference matchup as the New York Knicks come into town in this one. Raptors make a quick stop here at home before heading back out on the road. And, of course, Chris Bosh. He's going to be tough to replace in the middle.
Kevin, I've got to admit, I was caught off guard by this trade. I mean, he played such a big part for him. He was the last guy I expected them to move.
Yeah, but if you're going to make a move, this is when you want to do it, when a guy has basically lifted his ceiling. And so now it creates some other opportunities for some of your younger players. We'll just have to see how that transition plays out and how those new pieces fit.
So the New York starting five. Calderon is out there with Tony Roten. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Porzingis in at the fourth shot.
First personal foul. Teams first.
A lot of comparisons have been made about Andrew Wiggins. Kobe Bryant, in fact, Clark went as far as to say that he sees a lot of himself in Wiggins as a player.
Ultimate compliment there. I mean, that's exactly what Kobe Bryant just gave him. Wiggins has the chance to reach that level, I think.
Roten, the pass to Carmelo. The pass to Porzingis. 6 to shoot. No good. Nice D from Valanciunas. LeBron with it. 20 points for him last game against Miami. Outside Curry. Good, and the assist goes to James. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Over to the wing. Porzingis passes to Calderon. Anthony in the corner. No one near him. Jump shot is good that time.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
They set the screen. Curry kicks to Valanciunas. It's hauled in by Porzingis. For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not, and that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
Feeds it to Wiggins. The second chance effort, and it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. The Knicks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Calderon kicks to Anthony. And the layup is good. Anthony's got his second bucket tonight.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And he gets it to go.
A room service dime by Jose Calderon.
Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against the Heat at the American Airlines Arena.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
Up top, DeRozan. He's covered by Roten. Here's the screen. Screened by Valanciunas. On its way from Curry for 2. Rebounded by Anthony.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And that one's good, Roten.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Tony Roten. Elbow shot. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 7.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Roten. Coming in off a 10-point game, his last outing. Lopez kicks to Anthony. Lopez, a screen on Wiggins. Anthony dishes to Lopez. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
It's DeRozan with the drive. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
Thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished. Struggled to handle the ball. Created then his own shot. And but he's settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the 2. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
And, you know, getting back to DeRozan, he's put a spit shine on his offense. Over the past 2 seasons, averaged over 20 points a game, was also good for 3 or 4 assists, showing everybody how work ethic can overcome unrefined skills.
Now, here's Calderon. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Lakers. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Raptors ball.
Raptors shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings.
And, you know, for DeMar DeRozan, scary to think that he's still scratching the surface of his potential. Made his first All-Star appearance in 2014. Was a little dinged up last year, but still very effective. No doubt he's the real deal.
Here is Calderon. After the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas, Lopez is screen on Curry. Calderon against Curry. Anthony.
It's hard to believe this, but Carmelo feels as if he's been underrated as a superstar to this point in his career. And I'm sure there are a lot of conflicting opinions on that topic.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Both free throws good from Anthony.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
James outside. To the left wing. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. For Carmelo, the numbers are there for him to be treated as a Tier 1 star still, I think, Clark. But it's hard to call him underrated.
Yeah, I think he'll be underrated until he's able to get to the championship round or maybe even win a ring. There's one thing that's clear, though. He's been under a lot of pressure since he's come into the league, and he hasn't been underrated in that regard.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Toronto leading by 3. James kicks to Curry. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And another basket for Toronto.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
I want everyone here in the Air Canada Center to get it up and cheer on your dance band.
Take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. Third is Stephen Curry.
Anytime you can shoot that high a percentage from behind the arc, that's not only a good year, that's an outstanding year. This season was rock solid from behind the arc.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Curry. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Williams is checked in. Knicks trail by 5. A chance now to go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to visit with Kurt Rambis.
There haven't been many players that have the physical prowess of LeBron James, and he knows that this is going to pose a lot of problems for his team. He told me the most amazing thing to him about LeBron was that he has the ability to be a force at virtually any position on the floor, from point guard to center. He can and does do it all, guys.
Thanks, Doris.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And again, it's the Knicks missing. Raptors leading by 5. Outside Lowry. Wiggins kicks to LeBron. Taken away. Wiggins against Calderon. There's the dish to Carmelo. Banked in off the glass. Anthony's got 8 points.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively. There was a bunch of stuff that went wrong for the Knicks last season, and we don't have enough time to get into all of it. One thing that was at least decent was their play within the division.
Now here's Calderon following the miss by DeRozan. The drive by Anthony. And that comes off the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got 4 assists in the game.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his second personal foul.
And what you have to like out of Valanciunas last season, improved efficiency. The game really, Clark, seemed to slow down for him.
Yeah, he entered the league a little green. I mean, would make a lot of mistakes, but had excellent tools. So with enthusiasm and hard work, you knew it was just a matter of time with him.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
And for Valanciunas last year, his offensive production was similar to the year before, but he cut down on his turnovers. He also raised his shooting percentage to a career-high 57%, and that, my friends, is improved efficiency.
Biyombo is checked in for Toronto. Booker comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Valanciunas hits them both.
You know, talking about Valanciunas, the light clearly went on last season. He was more assertive, refined his postgame. The next step is to extend his shooting range so he can help space the floor on offense.
Calderon for 3, and the shot is good. Calderon's got it all tied up now for New York.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And here we can check out the story on Jonas Valanciunas. He had a strong showing last season, second in field goal percentage. And he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And you pointed out his ranking as the second best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could actually become number 1.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And he makes the first.
Guys, that makes it 2 straight seasons now that the Raptors have been the cream of the crop in the Atlantic Division. Ended the season with a franchise best 49-33 record.
And Toronto making a change here. Zeller's checked in. That one is no good. Well, for the Raptors, they won the Atlantic last year. Did so by a wide margin, Greg. Then they had won it back in 2014.
Yeah, they ended the year with that 9-game lead over second place. And the Raptors have great fans, and it's good to see the franchise be able to take home a couple of those division titles.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
Playing a physical brand of basketball so far, and those trips to the foul line have been very effective.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Now here's Roten. Dishes to Calderon. That's short off the rim.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And Booker kicks to Biyombo. Can't get it to go. So New York will take it the other way. Now here's Calderon. And here is Roten. Back to Calderon. Clock at 6. He dishes it to O'Quinn. And that comes off the assist by Calderon.
Yes,
Calderon's got 5 assists tonight. Lowry passes to Wiggins. Picked by Zeller. And Booker kicks to Wiggins. Out to the right wing. Here's Biyombo. Misses the wing jet. New York trailing. Outside Thomas. Williams with a clean look. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Toronto's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. The drive by Lowry. 1:32 left in the first. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Calderon dishes to Roten. Calderon with it. Working on Booker. One thing about Jose Calderon, you could see the frustration in him last season playing a career-low 42 games, and his averages were down pretty much, Greg, across the board.
Yeah, and Kevin, he was brought in to kind of invigorate the Knicks' point guard position, but following a preseason calf injury, you know, he missed the team's first 13 games and never was able to really get going. Remember, coming into a new system where he had to learn how to play differently, and then after all that, you know, you have to shut him down because of that left Achilles.
And he makes both free throws. Here is Lowry. A 14-point game for him in the win against Miami. Pass to Zeller. He kicks to Wiggins. Off the screen. Count the bucket. Wiggins has got 10 points in the game.
And getting back to Jose Calderon, he's been an extremely efficient shooter for a point guard. 48% from the field throughout his career. But last season, he couldn't hit it at all. I mean, he dropped down to 41%.
There's the screen. 5 to shoot. Baseline jumper. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. O'Quinn's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just a major size difference between the defender and...
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Calderon passes to O'Quinn, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The Knicks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Yeah, not only the trips to the line are a concern, but the foul trouble also. You've got to play defense with your feet and do so without fouling.
Outside Lowry. 1 second left. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Raptors lead by 3. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry this team.
All that rapping pay your bill. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills.
You don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah, or talking about possibly winning basketball games. But I have a feeling he's more concerned than he talks about and when he says it's easy. It may be for him, but it sure didn't look easy for the Knicks last season.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Just very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, attacking the rim in this first quarter. A lot of trips to the free throw line.
Taking full advantage of playing at home, and the fans have really helped them here.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Anthony is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Tony Roten. Then there's Calderon. And it's Serafin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Curry. He had 16 points in the win against Miami.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Anthony against Curry. Anthony kicks to Calderon. The feed to Serafin. And it's Toronto with the rebound. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Now here's Anthony following the miss by DeRozan. Outside Anthony. He feeds it to Calderon. 4 on the clock. New York, no good that time either. Toronto leading by 3. Good work defensively by Anthony.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And the Raptors have been talking about changing things up in the logo department for a while. Finally, we get a chance to see the new logo this season.
As you said, the Raptors with the new logo this year, Greg. Good-looking change, too, I think, Clark.
Yeah, I think it's subtle enough to not lose the continuity, but still feel fresh and new. I like that. That's a nice job of balancing the old with freshening up for the new.
Lopez, he's checked in for New York. Porzingis comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And Calderon drops them both.
Listen, the Knicks finishing at the bottom of the East last season. They didn't go into the season thinking they were in for a rough go, making last season all that more painstaking for the fans.
Now here's Curry. He has 7. To the inside. And it's denied. Now here's Calderon. Defended by Booker. Anthony against DeRozan. Now Anthony. 10 points for him. The floater. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Passes it to DeRozan. Here's Booker. Connects from 3-point range. And the Raptors lead by 4. And for the Knicks and their play against the rest of the conference, guys who've been talking about only Clark 11 wins in 52 games.
And you know, Kevin, what's worse is the Knicks were 5-21 at home against the East. No matter how you slice that up, the Knicks had a season that everybody would like to forget in New York.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Knicks have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. That's good from Calderon. Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was for the faint of heart. The Knicks in a few short years have gone from a playoff team, unfortunately, to the worst team in the NBA.
Hard to fathom, Kevin, that the Knicks did enter last season with playoff aspirations, but that quickly vanished. They were just completely overmatched and overwhelmed.
Now, here's Calderon. He's got 8.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
DeRozan in the corner. It's rebounded by New York.
You know, the Knicks made the playoffs every season between 1988 and 2001. It's kind of strange now to see the Knicks struggle to get into the playoffs so often. Only 3 trips in the playoffs the last 10 seasons.
Now here's Lopez.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Now here's Roten, guarded by Curry. Over in the corner, Williams. Lopez a screen. Williams dishes to Lopez. Pass to Porzingis from the baseline. And he gets it to go. Porzingis has got 6 points.
And listen, the pressure is always on the Knicks to make the playoffs just because of where the team is. Being in New York can have its advantages, but it comes with expectations that your team will be in the postseason.
New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Back to Calderon. Lopez sets a screen for Calderon. There's the pass to Porzingis, and stolen by LeBron. Booker inside. He's covered by Roten. It's tipped. The Knicks have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Calderon against Curry. It's stolen by Curry. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Now here's Calderon. He's got 8. Kicks to Roten. Lets the 3 fly. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Calderon's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Got a piece of it. Roten with it. 5 points in the game. Here's Porzingis. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
And guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And Toronto had a strong season against the East last year. They would end up with 33 wins against their own conference and earn that 4 seed in the East.
Ron right side from 13. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. LeBron's got his first 2 points. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth the whole way thus far.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Now here's Roten. The kick out to Williams. Curry was a nice D. And the Raptors did play the other East teams well. Went 500 against the rest of the Eastern Conference playoff teams, too.
And despite that, we know the Raptors had a disappointing playoff run to end the year, but I thought they still show that they are a power in the East by having another strong season against them.
Oh, wow. It's a beautiful jam.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
I mean, the Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early on as the season grew older. More and more of their national coverage games were being pulled.
Some changes for Toronto. Biombo is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Wiggins comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Lowry in for Booker. And a switcher also for New York. Thomas checked in for Porzingis. For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. For the Knicks, losing a lot of nationally televised games, too. It seemed like every time they were on, they were losing. It might have been a blessing in disguise.
Well, I hope they look at it in a positive vein. It did give them a chance to focus on player development there in New York. Also allowed them to shut down Melo for the season.
And that one's good. Wiggins. Knicks trail by 3. Calderon passes to Roten. Back to Calderon. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Calderon's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And that one's good. James.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shot's now starting to fall.
Outside Thomas. Feeds to Calderon. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Calderon's got 12 in the game. James kicks to Curry. Inside, here's Biyombo. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Lopez a screen. Roten dishes to Calderon. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Lowry inside the line. Shot is off. So New York will take it the other way. Calderon kicks to Thomas. It's rebounded by Curry. Raptors leading by 3. Outside Lowry. James against Williams. The shot is off.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And the Raptors making a change here. Zeller's checked in. And then for New York, Serafin comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's Kyle O'Quinn in for Derek Williams. The dish to Roten. Takes it from 10. And it's Biyombo with the rebound.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Lowry passes to Biyombo, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line. The Raptors in second.
Collectively, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
Outside Curry.
It's plain and simple. He's going to need to do more here in the second.
Misses the layup. Here's Calderon. He's got 12. To the paint. Biyombo with the block. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for New York. Shot clock at 6. O'Quinn dishes to Serafin. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Outside Lowry. Curry wide open. They get it back. Wiggins. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Wiggins has got 16.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Outside Thomas. Inside, trying to get back on track. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Raptors leading by 3. Outside Curry. Teardrop shot. Second chance shot. He lays it in. He's got 11.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Anthony kicks to O'Quinn. That 3 off the mark. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. They grab their own miss, and he gets it to go. 18 points for Andrew Wiggins.
And, Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
There's the pick. Roten, the pass to O'Quinn, and out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Yeah, the shot clock's off. This could be the last possession of the quarter.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. That's exactly what they should have in mind here.
Curry dishes to Lowry. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so we wrap up the first half. Toronto ahead. They lead by 7. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Coach Casey, obviously it's early in the season, but how would you say this team is shaping up in terms of its chemistry and personnel-wise?
I love our guys. We have a great group of young men that are competing hard, and it feels good because I know our guys are totally engaged and focused and giving us what they have.
Coach, thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after half. It's underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. Andrew Wiggins led the way in the first half. He had 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 block. He put last game's performance behind him, doing some nice work in the opening period tonight. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors. And Kenny, your take on New York.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
The second half beginning in just a moment. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
They've got Curry. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Wiggins, and it's DeRozan in at the 2. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. A nice shot by LeBron. And for LeBron James, a remarkable step. Greg, he had increased his field goal percentage for 7 consecutive seasons going into 2014.
Yeah, a steep decline last season, though, back below 50%. Was it just the challenge of new teammates and a new system, or the mileage he's accumulated? This season may start to answer that question.
Wiggins, a screen on Calderon. Curry against Calderon, and stolen by Roten. And now the Knicks on the break. The shot will not go. Great D that time from Curry. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Porzingis.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
And Valanciunas kicks to Curry. Wiggins sets a screen for Curry. There's Wiggins, plenty of space. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
That's good. That's 7 points for Roten.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Valanciunas with a screen on Calderon. Curry can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 6. Lopez, a screen on Curry. Down low. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
James, the pass to Wiggins. Inside, here's Valanciunas. Lays it up and banks it in. Valanciunas has got 6 points.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey guys, well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Carmelo Anthony. When coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
And checking out numbers for Carmelo Anthony. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged 24 per clip, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive powerhouse. He can just beat you in so many ways. Got to give it up for him. Much love.
In the last few years, the Toronto fans have made a strong case for being the loudest in the league. And Greg, you know, the Air Canada Center can sound like a 60,000 capacity crowd during the playoffs.
It is really unreal. It gives the Raptors a huge advantage here at home. Toronto and Canada will always be hockey first, but they love their Raptors here in the North. At Steph Curry's numbers. He's coming off an excellent season. First in free throw percentage, third in three-point shooting, and he was also one of the league's most aggressive ball-hawking defenders, finishing top 5 in steals.
And, you know, as you said, Greg, fantastic at the free throw line last year. That's a tremendous asset for any team.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
You know, the Raptors were top 5 in attendance last season as well. I mean, fans had plenty to cheer about as the team finished with 27 home wins on the year.
And again, no good by Toronto.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Trying to get open is Lopez. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Anthony.
And the Raptor franchise record for home wins is 30, set back in 07. You get the feeling with the way the crowd gets into it, that record won't stand much longer.
Knicks trail by 6. There's the pick. Now here's Calderon. He's got 12. Lopez left side. Just 3 to shoot. For 3. Anthony's shot is off.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Dishes to Lopez. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand, but freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And, Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
Booker, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Williams, he's checked in for New York. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. You look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark, they won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger, I think.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
And it's DeRozan missing.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
There's the pick. Roten dishes to Lopez. Banked in off the glass. Lopez has got 4 points this quarter.
And speaking of the intangibles for Robin Lopez, he's great at boxing out for rebounds and setting screens offensively. Again, things that there really aren't stats that are kept impact the game. And those are the kind of plays that often go overlooked.
To the inside, Roten, great pass to set up the lay-in. And now just a 2-point Raptor lead. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And here's Calderon. He's got 12.
And Lopez, or as they like to call him, Rolo, an elite rim protector. Just a really good shot blocker, but he doesn't chase blocks. He just challenges every shot inside without fouling.
Toronto's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Here's Curry. And the shot falls short this time. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now Roten. He's got 9. Williams for 3. LeBron grabs the miss. He dishes it to Curry. And Booker kicks to James. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Lopez, a screen on Curry. Calderon against Curry. Calderon kicks to Williams. 6 to shoot. Pass to Roten for the lead. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. A nice shot by Booker.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Puts it up from 12. No good off the front iron. Raptors leading by 4. The drive by James. Curry outside. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 4 assists now tonight.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Some changes for Toronto. Biyombo checks in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Lowry in for Curry. And then for New York, Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Porzingis, and Thomas subbed in for Tony Wroten. The Raptors have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. And DeRozan kicks to Booker, the feed to Lowry. DeRozan against Thomas. Right side, DeRozan. The Knicks pull it in. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
2 division rivals facing off tonight. They'll see one another 4 times this season.
This is definitely the first of many tonight. And in these first games, you always try to set the tone and take that mental and psychological edge.
Lopez, no luck. Toronto leading by 4. Pass to DeRozan. With the fadeaway. And good as it rattles through the hoop. DeRozan's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Calderon passes to Lopez. Back to Calderon. Biyombo with the block. Lopez against Lowry. He lobs it up. It's tipped and stolen by Williams. Left side, Thomas. Back to Williams. That's good, and it's Thomas picking up the assist. Williams has got 5 points so far.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Calderon. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And a solid outing for Calderon. He has 12 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Zeller is checked in for the Raptors. And a switcher also for New York. Serafin's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. James, a screen on Williams. Picked by Zeller from outside the arc. And James with the basket on the assist by Lowry. And that's 12 points for LeBron.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
O'Quinn dishes to Thomas. And stolen by James. Lowry kicks to James. Makes it off the glass. And now a 6-point Raptor lead.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Williams, a screen on Lowry. Calderon passes to Williams. New York, no good that time either.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game. Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. and he took what he had right at him there.
And for Kyle Lowry, a guy who just has an unbelievable nose for the basketball, the triple-double comes naturally to him now. Top 10 in the league the past 2 seasons. In his short time with the Raptors, he's already their career leader in that category.
Free throw good, Lowry. We're getting back to Kyle Lowry. The reason he's always a triple-double threat, Clark, because of his great work on the glass for a guard. Tough, strong, relentless, and committed to getting rebounds.
He's got the attitude of a power forward, even though he is a point guard.
Good
That's
point,
why he's one of the best rebounding guards in the league. It's his mentality.
5 on the clock. Calderon dishes to O'Quinn. Thomas kicks to Calderon. And nothing is falling for him right now. To the paint. And Lowry gets it to go. Lowry's got 7 points in the game.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Calderon passes to Thomas. He kicks to Carmelo. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
Calderon kicks to Thomas. Down low. Shot from 12. Shot by Serafin. No good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's DeRozan. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Raptors lead by 11. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Knicks trail by 11. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Porzingis. Lance Thomas out there with Tony Roten. Then it's Kevin Serafin. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. Lowry against Thomas. Back to Lowry from past the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Porzingis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. They set the pick. It's Anthony with the drive. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Raptors leading by 11. It's tipped. Valanciunas against Anthony. No good from Valanciunas. The Knicks shooting around 41% on the night. Anthony kicks to Roten. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. He feeds it to Roten. 5 to shoot. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Roten's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for New York. Outside Curry. Pass to Valanciunas, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Lopez, he's checked in for New York. Derek Williams comes in for Lance Thomas. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. James kicks to Curry. Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him. Good D by Lopez. Knicks trail by 9. Roten dishes to Anthony. Now the pass to Williams. Anthony kicks to Lopez. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists tonight.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. A baseline J. He squares up and sinks it. And the Raptors lead by 9.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
Out to Anthony. Six on the shot clock. Williams passes to Roten. The tray. The shot no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Kicks to Valanciunas. Wiggins drives in. Good D by Lopez. Knicks trail by 9. Roten dishes to Carmelo. High post Lopez. Working on James. And stolen by James. Feeds to Valanciunas. And Curry has it in the corner. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Tony Roten. And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
And New York making a change here. Calderon's checked in. And he can't hit the second. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Lopez with the bucket.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history. Mostly because his team was up by so much, he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Here is Lowry.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
Now the dish to Wiggins. 4 seconds left, and it's good on the way in. Wiggins has got 24.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Here's Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 4th assist in this one. Knicks trail by 12. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. In Toronto, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Soft touch off the glass.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Dishes it to Lopez. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Lopez has got 6 points in the quarter. Toronto leading by 12. Lowry kicks to Curry. And that one's good. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Roten, the pass to Porzingis. Lopez sets a screen for Calderon to the inside. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Toronto's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Lowry kicks to LeBron. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. It's rebounded by New York. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Roten. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in a washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
James in the post. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Toronto. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane. And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach. Well, it didn't take long for us to see just how explosive Andrew Wiggins can be in the air. I mean, had a handful of huge dunks throughout the course of the season. He's going to make a lot of posters during his NBA career.
Knicks trail by 13. Well, Greg, you're right. It's clear to see with Wiggins. He is already fearless with his dunks. Clark, he'll go right at any big man with impunity and finish over him.
Yeah, and I think people knew he was a special dunker, but they didn't know how aggressive he would be in attacking the basket. That's where he surprised folks.
Curry passes to DeRozan. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And stolen by Roten. They set the screen. He dishes it to Williams. Porzingis passes to Williams. 6 to shoot. A step-back shot here. Second shot opportunity, and it's Lopez laying it in. Lopez has got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Calderon against Curry. Pass to DeRozan. Wide open. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And it's 13 points for DeMar DeRozan. Calderon with him. And Curry picks him up defensively. Now the feed to Lopez. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
Talk about great numbers for Lopez. 8 rebounds, then he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line, not just getting there, but converting.
And the second free throw, good.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Williams. Here's Roten. Tries again. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
DeRozan against Anthony. Shot clock at 5. Here's James. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Anthony on the wing, covered by Wiggins. Wiggins against Anthony. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Curry with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And DeRozan kicks to Curry. Offline with the baseline jumper. Knicks trail by 12. Anthony dishes to Calderon. Passes it to Porzingis. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Outside DeRozan. Back to Curry. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
New York foul. Jose Calderon. First personal foul, team's third.
Take a look at what Curry's done. He has 23 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
That's good from Stephen Curry. New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Anthony drives in, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's his second.
Shot's good. You know, that's terrific offensive agility, footwork, and quickness there to get to the hoop.
That free throw good from Anthony. DeRozan with it. The turnaround Jay. Carmelo Anthony grabs the ball. Anthony's got 4 rebounds in this game. He kicks to Calderon. Back to Anthony. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Toronto leading by 10. Outside DeRozan. Launches a 3. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
1 made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Calderon passes to Anthony. And he uses the glass on the layup. Anthony's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's a nice drive there, Kevin. He beat the lone defender and was wide open under the hoop.
Outside DeRozan. And Valanciunas kicks to Wiggins. He feeds it to DeRozan. Unloads from 13. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Calderon dishes to Anthony. Anthony missing again. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Curry kicks to Valanciunas. Wiggins inside the line. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And here are the Knicks now, trailing here by 8. Here's Roten. Nice D from DeRozan. Wiggins kicks to Curry. And so it's Toronto winning this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kyle, how big a factor was the defense you guys played tonight?
You know, we focused in a lot on defense in the film session we did for the game, so we had to re-emphasize the things that we worked on in the last couple days of practice.
It seemed to play out for you, Kyle. Thank you. Kevin, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. He's racked up a double-double with points and rebounds tonight, and that made the difference. A terrific effort on both sides of the floor.
Well, his rebounding was a story for me tonight, guys. He couldn't have been any more ferocious on the boards. This game would have had a much different feel if he wasn't controlling the glass like that.
I can't say enough about the contribution he made defensively. Specifically, his on-ball defense was outstanding. He blew up a lot of plays by getting his hand in there and coming away with a steal. And that aggressive D of his helped guide them to this win.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.